Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this episode in a very unbelievable way. We're going to talk about how Emerson Royal just recently opened up about Edu Gaspar. Yes, we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Lorenzo Insigne as well. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. And make sure if you want daily Arsenal news, man, this is the best place to be. So the first thing is that Emerson Royal spoke to sportwitness.co.uk. He says that my departure from Barcelona was I was taken by surprise because I had a dream to play for Barcelona. As I've always said, I don't ever deny it. I had the dream of playing for Barcelona, and when I'm presented, the board deposits a very big chip on me. They say good things. The president talked about me, he talked about my personal things, that he knew everything about my life, he knew how I played, my characteristics, and everything. I was even surprised by this desire that Barcelona had to count on me. Suddenly, I was shocked that Barcelona didn't count on me. Um, and I saw this wish from Tottenham. I even talked to the director, he called me and all. And I saw this club's desire to have me here. I said, I'm going. And regarding Arsenal, this is what Emerson had to say about Edu. He says, I actually had a conversation with Edu. I did talk to Edu in the same week. And we talked, he showed me the desire of the club and such. And of course, I needed Barcelona. I couldn't settle anything with anyone. Barcelona had to deal club to club, and that's why Barcelona went and found deal with Tottenham. I also got to talk to Tottenham. At first, I didn't have any verbal agreement with anyone, and that's when Barcelona told me that they had made an agreement with Tottenham. I listened to the proposal. For me, it was a good proposal, not only financial. For me, that's what counts least, but it had a very good career project for me. So this is why I choose to come to Tottenham. Enjoy, enjoy Tottenham, man. Not well, actually. England under 20 squad is here. Miguel Aziz is being named in that. Congratulations to Miguel Aziz, but he's actually nursing a groin injury, so I don't know how that works, but okay. For England under 21, it's Fallon Balogun, Tyrese John Jules, and Emil Smith Rowe being called out. Of course, that's some really good news. But hey, everyone is crying for Emil Smith Rowe playing for the senior team. But hey, it's okay, man. Jack Henry Francis has signed his first professional contract. Already posted this on my community tab. If you have not watched it, then do check it out. But more importantly, let's talk about the Manager of the Month nominations. I've voted. Go and check out the Premier League official website. You can vote for your favorite manager. Go vote for Mikel Arteta if you're an Arsenal fan. So Arteta, Guardiola, Klopp, Potter, and Dean Smith all being named as well. So that's really great to see that. But more importantly, let's talk about again. Christian Falk says that Inter Milan are interested in signing Bernardo in January. That's so funny. That's generally not the case. Apparently, they're really strongly wanting Andre Onana. But that's one for the future. So let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. He actually spoke to Sky Sports that how a year of learning is helping him to blossom at Arsenal. Finally, the media accepting Gabriel Magalhaes' greatness. So not only that, we're also going to talk about what went on. So what was wait so Gabriel says it was a year of learning. Of course, the team had a bad run, but I started well, and overall, I think it was a good year for me. I learned a lot of things, and I'm a more mature player this year. I know the league better as well. Um, he says I think more than anything on the pitch, the language was the biggest difficult for me in terms of adapting. There are a lot of players here who speak French, Portuguese, and Spanish, but in this country, you have to speak English, and that was tough for me. My English still is not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was, and that's helping me a lot. So the question was it difficult to imagine reaching the level he's at now? He says, absolutely. I would say I matured a lot during those years because many things happened in my life in a short space of time. It was a period when I learned a lot, and it made a big difference in terms of helping me. So talking about, let's hear about what he had to say about Mikel Arteta. Um, so talking about Mikel Arteta, Gabriel said that we say yes. I think we want to do well for him because that's exactly what he deserves. That's what he said about Mikel Arteta as well. So he's a top guy who is always helping out his players and his staff. Without doubt, I'm learning a lot from him. He helps us a lot on the pitch in terms of deciding how we are set up and the systems we use. He guides us forward, but he also asks us questions about what we think might be best for the team. The communication in general between the players and the manager is very good. We want to do well for him because that's exactly what he deserves. We see that he enjoys what he does and we want to achieve great things together. That's apparently where I'm going to keep this interview. You can actually check out the Sky Sports official website and find Gabriel Magalhaes, delivering his verdict about Mikel Arteta. So moving on. So talking about Edu, Arteta said that he also spoke to Sky Sports. He says, when we had difficult moments, Edu has been the best because difficult moments is when you see the real face of people, who they are, what their values are, and if you share those values or not. We have worked together incredibly well, having to make so many decisions that I'm sure in football is not easy to not clash. We've done it in a great way, and I'm so proud of the people that we have in our organization. When I talk about unity, it is because unity brings synergy, and that happens with Edu or the CEO or my players. Then there is something that comes up that is 1 plus 1 is not 2, it sometimes is 3. And why is it? Because it's because the unity exists, and what happened in the stadium the other day is exactly that. So that is that. Great to see that. But talking about Mark Lawrenson, and of course I already mentioned what Paul Merson thinks about Arsenal versus Brighton. So Lawrenson says that the Seagulls have made a really impressive start to the season, but Arsenal are on a bit of a roll at the moment. So he predicted a 2-0 win for Arsenal. That run won't last. I think that's what. He says that run won't last for too long. Not a lot has changed about the Gunners really, but I still think they will go on streaks of good or bad results, just like last season. But they will be smiling on Saturday evening anyway. All right. Well, talking about Stan Kroenke, well, how popular is Stan Kroenke amongst the owners? Well, a recent study has revealed that Stan Kroenke is the 16th most popular owner in the Premier League. So, of course, any guesses who would be number one? Well, a large section of the Arsenal faithful have been hoping that Spotify owner Daniel Ek takes over him. But hey, that's not the case. That's not the reality. So, apparently, according to Freebets, a survey conducted by Freebets, Stan Kroenke has been named as one of the league's least popular owners in a survey. The survey ranks Gunners owners 16th among the Premier League clubs, with Everton, Newcastle, West Ham and Southampton the only clubs lower than Arsenal. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Not exactly. I think he's not popular. That's all I know. Well, that's that. So let's talk about something else. Well, Arsenal are leading the chase for Lorenzo Insigne. Well, Arsenal claim to be leading the pack to sign Lorenzo Insigne from Napoli, with the forward a possible free transfer next summer. The forward played a very important role for Italy, but according to Corriere dello Sport, via Sport Witness, they claim that Aurelio De Laurentiis has sat down with this agent to offer a new 5 million a year deal, and that they are hopeful that the deal will be completed, knowing that once January arrives, he will be allowed to talk to foreign clubs over a potential free transfer coming at the end of the season. The same publication adds that Arsenal are ahead of the rest of the chasing pack in the race for his signature, however, which could well come into play if no deal could be struck with Napoli. So it's all about if Lorenzo Insigne is happy with the money that he's getting. So that will be crazy. Arsenal are looking for a striker, so there's nothing wrong with bringing in Lorenzo Insigne. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Moving on, let's talk about Ben White playing in midfield. Well, that could be the case in absence of Granit Xhaka. One of the biggest assets of Arsenal's defense is Ben White playing in central midfield. So why do I say that? Do you think I'm crazy? Well, you might think that way, but Richard Mills from Sussex Live says that there was a game White played fantastically in a defensive midfield when Bissouma was out against his old club Leeds. He was man of the match on that day. He has played alongside Bissouma because Bissouma is more of a box-to-box midfielder. White would be a deep-lying midfielder sitting back and then progressively get forward, but not as far as Bissouma. I think there is a possibility he could play alongside Thomas Partey. So, do you guys expect him to play there? Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about that. But Takehiro Tomiyasu, well, Andre Pinto, his former sporting director, has got some major praise about him. Speaking to Goal.com, Pinto said, What is amazing about Tommy is that he doesn't accept anything that isn't success. He's not lucky. Nothing for Tommy comes because he's lucky. He's just a hard-working player. You find a lot of dedicated players, but Tommy, he has a little bit of Cristiano Ronaldo mentality in terms of determination, in terms of working hard, and in terms of eating healthy. He's the type of player who's never satisfied. He will always continue to work hard to keep developing himself. That's the kind of players that we want, yeah. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.